Welcome to my garden. As some of you know, those of you that have taken classes with me before, I love my garden. I am not a sit in front of the camera type of person, so you will have a tour of my garden as I chat about Chd1135, Understanding the Young Child. Some of you are not in the early childhood field. That's great. We welcome you, but please listen carefully to the projects required this semester. You will need a child, preferably one that is in a child care facility, although kindergarten has worked for those of you that hope to teach this age child. This course is designed to help present and want-to-be teachers understand all aspects of a young child's development. We will read about self-regulation and guidance, a very important component in any classroom. Once we have covered those areas, about halfway through the course, you will submit a guidance policy handout / brochure / pamphlet / PowerPoint presentation. Notice, I gave a range of options so you can also use your own learning style and creativity. Creativity is a critical component of teaching. Papayas. The guidance policy requires you to present your personal philosophy statement on developmentally appropriate guidance and discipline in your classroom. You will give examples of how you use praise and encouragement and classroom strategies you will use. This is a document that will require some soul searching and observations in classrooms if you have no prior experience with discipline and guidance. Please note, your first discussion and part of your attendance verification is to write a personal statement. Feel free to address your theories now on discipline and guidance and see if any of it changes after you've completed the modules on guidance and children's self-regulation. If you looked at the syllabus, please print it off so you can continually refer to it. The final project is a major 25% of your grade child study. You will observe a child over several weeks, concentrating on the 5 developmental domains: physical, social, emotional, cognitive, creative, and language literacy. Alright, sorry. I gotta find a better way of keeping my notes on a windy day. Anyway, then you will write your observation, interviews with the child, maybe the child's family, and any interactions you might have with the child during the study. This, in my opinion, is the best part of this course. As a teacher, you will do this with every child, but this is an opportunity to just observe and follow one's child's progress. It's a chance to learn some tricks of the trade. The report will end with lesson plans you might use if you were to continue to work with this child. Some students volunteer in a classroom during this time, so they have easy access to a child. Many times they are able to implement their lessons and see the results. I encourage those of you not in classrooms to volunteer this semester. Hands-on learning is always the best. If you need a referral, please let me know. Let me get some shots of our wonderful fountain. Okay, that is the most intensive project. The ongoing weekly journal will be an e-journal, so take some time to learn how to use the online e-journal. Please note I've given a full week so that you can get to know what is expected of this course and practice using. The journal is basically for you, although I need access, so make sure you remove the private setting. You will find helpful hints in the modules of what to write about, although feel free to use it in the best way that you find helpful. Towards the last quarter of the class, you will reread your journal and present a short statement of competence, basically what important concepts you have learned. 5 activities will also be presented, 1 in each domain. The thought is that as we work our way through the developmental domains, you will create and practice an activity with the children you are involved with. Please note, if you video yourself doing one of these activities with children, there is extra credit involved. Some students in this class have already done that, and they can share with you that you will not die. Okay, besides weekly discussion questions and quizzes, there's a timed final exam. You can take it from the comfort of your home computer. We will cover a great deal of material in a short amount of time, so I can only encourage you to set aside a given amount of time each week. Successful students do a little bit every day. Many discussion topics close after a few weeks, and assignments have specific due dates. These are meant to keep you on track. All right, sorry, changing pages again. All right, close-up shot of my mango. I will turn around and show you my big mango. Fig tree. Big mango. I am online every day. I am an early riser, so I check the course every morning and again in the early afternoon. Because I am an early riser, I turn my screens off early as well, usually 7 p.m. So if you are a late night worker, I will not get back to you until the next morning. I try to grade discussion questions within 24 hours, so if you answer a discussion question and then return the next day or a few hours later to respond to your classmates, and I am not notified, then please send me a gentle reminder. Please communicate with me if you're having difficulties. I can always create a 5-minute mini lecture. Our view of the canal. Every Thursday morning, I send out an audio reminder of what is coming up. I go over what we've covered in the past week, and I will at that point address general concerns. Lastly, this is a professional education class, so I expect professional conduct, professional dress when you go into schools, and professional writing. I've already stated for the discussion you may not use the words, "I agree." Be creative. Pick what you do agree with and comment further, or ask your classmate an open-ended questions. I do not believe the word kids is professional. Yes, you will read it in some of the publications I have given, but in my mind it should not be used. It will not be accepted in your writing. This is not an English class, but spelling and grammar does count, so proofread your writings or have someone else do it for you. And if you find that I've made a typo or misspelled something, please let me know. Okay, that's enough for an introduction. If you're not familiar with Canvas, spend some time this week becoming familiar with it. Technology is only a tool that we use in this classroom. I'm looking forward to a very productive semester. I often learn as much as I hope that you will. Thanks for your attention. Ever onward.